If you're a farmer in Egypt, you know the struggle. It's a constant battle to protect your crops from all kinds of pests and diseases. But here's a question. Are you absolutely sure you're using the right tools in the right way? Today, we're going to crack open the official guide to agricultural pesticides. We're going to take this, kind of complex document and turn it into your #1 tool for a healthy, profitable harvest.
I mean, that's the big one, isn't it? It's the question that probably keeps you up at night. How do you protect the crops you've poured all your time, your money, and your sweat into? There's so much advice out there, a lot of it conflicting. So where do you go for answers you can actually, truly trust? Okay, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll introduce the official guide itself. Then, we're going to roll up our sleeves and look at 2 real-world examples, cotton and tomatoes. After that, we'll break down the 2 most important pieces of data you need to understand. And finally, we'll wrap it all up into a simple strategy for safe and successful farming. Sound good? Let's dive in. So, first up, protecting our crops. Look, it's time to forget about guesswork, old habits, or what you think might work. When your livelihood is on the line, you need solid recommendations you can count on. And that's exactly why we're turning to the one official source that's designed to give you the best possible shot at success. So, where does this info come from? Well, it's straight from the experts. All the data we're looking at today comes directly from the Agricultural Pesticides Committee, which is part of Egypt's Ministry of Agriculture. So, this isn't just someone's opinion. This is the result of serious scientific research, and it's all designed to help you, the farmer, get the best results. All right, enough with the theory, right? Let's see how this guide actually works in the field. And we're going to start with a crop that's, it's woven into the very fabric of our nation, Egypt's white gold, cotton. Now, if you're a cotton farmer, you know this enemy all too well, the destructive cotton leafworm. You see the damage it's causing, and you know you have to act, and fast. So what's the official game plan? What does the guide say to do? You pull up the guide, and bam, right there, it gives us 2 clear, specific options for the cotton leafworm. You can use Agrin at a rate of 250 grams per fadan, or you could use Adabron at 400 cubic centimeters per fadan. You see how specific that is? The exact product and the precise amount. No more guessing. Pretty simple, right? Let's take that same idea and apply it to a different crop, one that's a staple in every single kitchen in Egypt, the tomato. Late blade? This stuff can absolutely wipe out a tomato crop in what feels like the blink of an eye. It just spreads like wildfire, and you've got to have a fast, effective response. So, what does our guide say? Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. The guide suggests Aramamil or Prevex. And if you look, the usage rates are pretty similar. But look at that last column, the pre-harvest interval. For one, it's 15 days. For the other, it's only 4 days. That difference is absolutely massive, and it's critical to understand why, which brings us to our next section. So you've seen how the guide works in practice. Now let's really master the 2 most important columns so you can use this information to make the smartest decisions for your farm, for your family, and for your customers. First up is the usage rate. Honestly, the best way to think about this is like a recipe. It's the exact amount you need for the pesticide to do its job perfectly. No more, no less. See, using more doesn't get you better results. It just means you're wasting money, and you could even damage your plants. Precision here is everything. And now, for what is, without a doubt, the single most important piece of information in this entire guide, the pre-harvest interval. This is the golden rule. It is the minimum number of days you absolutely must wait between your last spray and when you harvest. This isn't a suggestion, it's a rule, and it's all about safety. Following this protects your family, your customers, and the good reputation you've worked so hard to build. So what's the big picture here? What does all this mean? It means this guide is way more than just a list of chemicals. It's a powerful tool. It's your roadmap to farming with intelligence, with responsibility, and with a clear eye on a healthy, prosperous future. It really all boils down to these 4 simple steps, a cycle you can follow every time. 1, identify your crop and the pests you're dealing with. Know your enemy. 2, consult your ally, the official guide. 3, be precise. Apply that exact usage rate. And 4, be patient. Always, always respect the pre-harvest interval. That's the formula. It's a cycle that leads to a safe and successful harvest every single time. So, are you ready? With this guide, you have the power to protect your crops, to boost your profits, and to provide safe, healthy food for your entire community. The knowledge is right here. The tools are literally in your hands. Now go out there and farm with the confidence of an expert.